Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a fragrance haul featuring some fragrances that were sent over to me by Haramain, and I'm going to be doing the haul and also kind of giving my thoughts on the fragrances. We're going to be smelling them together, and I'm going to be giving you my thoughts as well as the notes and all of that good stuff. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly, especially videos on smelling good. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate all of the support. With that said, if you would like to learn more about these Haramain fragrances, then just keep on. Alright guys, so I received two really big packages from Haramain. They are always so generous with me, so kind, and they sent these over to me during the holiday season, but it's just been so crazy. So I finally got around to these, and I did have a few of you guys let me know that you were interested in this video, so cannot wait to get into it. I do have two collections to share with you. So I have the Haramain Amber Oud collection right here, and then I also have the L'Aventure collection right here. Both of these collections are unisex, so I am going to start off with the L'Aventure collection. So I'm just going to show you how that looks once I open it right here. All right, so I'm going to start off with the L'Aventure Femme, which I believe I had this. I believe I had bought this and I had decluttered it, if I'm not mistaken. But this in the Fragrantica smells similar to section, or reminds me of section. The main fragrance that was showing up was Creed Aventus for her. So many are saying that that is what this fragrance smells like. The main accords are fruity, woody, powdery, sweet, musky, floral, citrus, tropical, and aromatic. So the notes for this fragrance are pineapple, blackcurrant, bergamot, and wild berries. The middle notes are cedar, freesia, rose, and the base notes are musk, sandalwood, amber, and vanilla. And this one I remember liking it. I really wanted to get more of that pineapple note in it, but it did smell a little bit masculine on my skin. So I am going to spray it again because I think it's been a few months since I decluttered it. But I will say that all of the Haramain fragrances that I have tried are amazing quality. Like, they are amazing. They last. They will fill up a room and it will stay in the room for days. So I'm pretty sure right now that I am spraying these in my filming room. I will probably walk in here tomorrow and it's going to smell like the fragrances. That's how potent these fragrances are. And I will say, it's definitely smelling a little bit more fruity this time. Still leaning towards the unisex vibe for me. I need to wear this. I need to give this like a full wear, but I'm definitely picking up on the pineapple, the bergamot. Those are the two main things that I'm smelling. The cedar, musk, sandalwood. It's actually smelling really good today. It's actually smelling very high end. Definitely feel like if someone was to smell you wearing this, I think that the first thing that many people would think is like, she got money, because it just gives off that vibe. High end, sophisticated, smells good, smells expensive, does not smell juvenile at all, doesn't smell overly sweet or overly feminine. I would say that it has a bit of like a unisex touch to it. And the pineapple is actually coming through today. So I'm kind of feeling bad that I didn't give this one like a chance, but I have it back in my collection. So we are going to be keeping this one and I'm going to be playing around with it. So that is the first one. I'm going to be keeping this in my collection and updating you guys, but it's definitely like a pineapple, juicy, woody, musky, sweet, a little bit of floral in there. It's a nice one. It's a nice one. And I remember that I never thought it was disgusting. It's just that the pineapple was not shining through enough for me when I first got it, but I'm definitely smelling pineapple today big time. So I'm glad that this one's back in my collection. All right, so this next one is L'Aventure, but this one to me is for men. So this one is strictly for men in my book. I did smell these already, and this one is a very masculine scent. So the main accords for this one are citrus, aromatic, woody, musky, fresh, spicy, white floral, and powdery. And the top notes are lemon, bergamot, elemi. Middle notes are woody notes, jasmine, lily of the valley. And the base notes are musk, patchouli, and amber. And this one, everyone, is comparing to Aventus Creed for Men. So let's go ahead and let's spray this one. I'm spraying them on a cotton ball because I heard that that was a good way to test out fragrances. It's sexy. It's so sexy. I wonder if my husband will like it because my husband's very picky with fragrances. This smells good. This is definitely like that man that is going out in the evening, maybe like on a date. I wouldn't classify this one as like sporty or casual, even though it's not too dressed up either. So I'm pretty sure that if you wanted to wear this like on a casual day, it would do just fine as well. But I do see it more as like a dinner type of fragrance. We're going on a date. He's smelling so good and masculine and manly. It's not too fresh or anything like that. But then it also has like a little bit of like a sweet side to it that just makes it really, really sexy. So this one's very, very nice. I think this one is amazing. So that is a nice one for men. All right, so next up we have L'Aventure Gold. And this one also says that it's similar to Creed Aventus for her. So I'm not sure what that's all about because the notes are different in this one. The main accords for this one are fruity, citrus, floral, woody, powdery, green, white floral, vanilla, sweet, and fresh spicy. The top notes are bergamot, blackcurrant, and green leaves. Middle notes are plum, jasmine, rose, lily of the valley, and orchid. And the base notes are vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of plum. I'm not the biggest fan of blackcurrant. So let's see how this smells on my skin. I'm trying to smell the women, like the ones that lean more feminine on my skin so that I can give like an accurate opinion about them rather than smelling them on paper. Oh, this is beautiful. The opening is beautiful. Oh my God, that's really sexy. I like this a lot. It's kind of giving me the same vibes that I used to get when I used to wear Gucci Guilty a lot. It's giving me like this fresh, almost like metallic vibe mixed in with some fruits. This one's really good, but there's a but. It's also reminding me a little bit of, there's no gardenia in here, which I don't know why I'm picking this type of scent up, but it's reminding me a little bit of like that Kim Kardashian perfume that she came out with, like the first one ever that was like this purple bottle and it had lots and lots of gardenia in there. This one is not as, it's not off-putting, but it's kind of giving me like a similarity to that one. I would have to like wear this one fully to be able to tell you guys how I'm feeling about it. So this is another one that I'm going to test out to let you guys know if it's going to be a keeper or if it's going to be leaving my collection. But I will say that it's very sexy, very feminine, appropriate for like dinner, date night, going out with the girls at nighttime, parties, weddings, definitely that type of vibe. It's a very like sensual, feminine type of scent. That's kind of what I get from L'Aventure Gold. So the last one in the L'Aventure collection is L'Aventure Rose, which the cap and the bottle are more of like a rose gold. The cap is kind of like a peachy pink color. Really beautiful, almost like a coral color. And the main accords for this fragrance are rose, amber, musky, powdery, floral, white floral, and animalic. And the top notes are rose, citruses, and red berries. The middle notes are rose and jasmine, and the base notes are amber and musk. And the fragrance that is in this reminds me of section on Fragrantica is Montal's Roses Musk, which that fragrance is going to be making an appearance on my channel very soon, and you will see what it's all about. But it is making its way over to me, so if this smells like that one, I'm going to be able to let you guys know when I update you guys on these. But let's go ahead and smell this one. That's a sexy rose. That's like a very grown-up, sexy, like femme fatale type of rose. Why do I feel like this has like a, there's something about it I like and there's something about it that I'm not a fan of. I think I have to wait for the dry down, but it's super feminine. The rose is definitely more of a heavy rose. It's definitely more like a dry rose, very musky. This one's definitely very grown. Very sexy though, very sexy and very, very feminine. So I'm definitely going to test this out further and update you guys on what I think about these. But if you were to ask me if I recommend Haramain fragrances, I would definitely say yes, because their quality is up there. Like their fragrances are super long lasting. I'm sure that these are going to be on me. This gold one is starting to smell really good, you guys. The Lavender Gold. I smell clean, but feminine, not clean as in soap, but it just makes me think I'm like a very clean fragrance. Yeah, this one's nice. This is going to be the Amber Oud collection, and this one looks like this. So we're going to get right into these. And in here, we have 2 that lean more feminine and 2 that lean more masculine. So let's go ahead and let's start with Amber Oud White Edition. So this one, the main accords for this one are citrus, white floral, patchouli, woody, floral, earthy, warm spicy, fresh spicy, balsamic, and vanilla. And this perfume reminds people of Coco Mademoiselle EDT and Coco Mademoiselle Parfum. Those were on there. So let's see, because you guys know I'm not a fan of Coco Mademoiselle, but it's also not the worst either, because I really just can't stand Chanel No. 5. That's like a hell no type of fragrance. But Coco Mademoiselle, it's not for me, but it's not the worst either. The notes in this fragrance are bergamot and orange. The mid is jasmine, rose, freesia, and cyclamen. And the base is patchouli, musk, vanilla, and vetiver. And these I am going to spray on the cotton because I don't want to keep spraying on my skin. I have way too much on. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of Coco Mademoiselle. So this one definitely puts me in the mindset of Chanel and those types of fragrances. It's like a very classy fragrance. It's definitely not for me. This is not me. It's just very classic, very sophisticated, very feminine, but in just kind of, I wouldn't say, just remember that this is my opinion. I know so many of you guys love Coco Mademoiselle. So if you do, this is one that's worth checking out. But it's definitely just these types of fragrances to me, I always feel like I'm missing something. And that's always been my issue with Coco Mademoiselle and all those fragrances, is that when I smell it, it's not a bad fragrance. It's not disgusting, but I always feel like there's something missing in there. I think I would say that if I had to choose between Coco Mademoiselle or this, I would go with this one, because even though it is in that scent profile, I feel like this one's a little bit more doable to my nose, even though it's not my favorite scent profile, but it's a little bit easier to wear is what I'm trying to get at. So that is Amber Oud White Edition. Now let's move on to Amber Oud Gold Edition. And this one I'm very curious about. So this one, the main accords are sweet, fruity, ozonic, amber, fresh, aquatic, musky, powdery, vanilla, and woody. The top notes are bergamot and green notes. The mid is melon, sweet notes, pineapple, and amber. And the base note is musk, vanilla, and woody notes. And in the section of this reminds me of, on Fragrantica, people are comparing this to Xerjoff Herba Pura. So I do have a sample of Herba Pura here. So I am going to spray them and see if they are similar. So I'm going to go ahead and spray the Haramain first. This one's definitely staying in my collection for sure. It smells sweet. It almost makes me think of like gummy bears or something. Like it's really, really sweet to me. It's fruity, it's feminine, it's refreshing. Yes, that's really, really nice. Beautiful. Super girly and beautiful. And then I'm just going to spray some of this Herba Pura just to see how similar they are. So here is the Haramain. Here's Herba Pura. No lie, you guys, I prefer this one. I prefer the Amber Oud Gold Edition. It's definitely more fruity and sweet and yummy. I don't think that this is a dupe for Herba Pura. I feel like they're kind of similar, but I much rather would wear this one than Herba Pura. I know that I did a Xerjoff sample with me, but I don't even remember how I felt about Herba Pura, so I'm not sure I loved it or not that day. But today, it's not a bad fragrance, but there's something in here that's like green or herbal. But the Amber Oud Gold, I just think of like gummy bears. It's sweet and fruity and refreshing. That's what I get with this one. Definitely, I think that's my favorite one out of all of them that I have tried today. And then now we're going to move on to the last two, which I have here, the Amber Oud Carbon Edition. This one is for men, and this one, the main accords are aromatic, fresh, spicy, woody, citrus, lavender, herbal, and marine. The top notes are bergamot, lavender, rosemary. The mid is geranium, C notes, and sage. And the base is moss, cedar, amber, and vetiver. In the reminds me of section, they had cool water for men, and they also had Creed Green Irish Tweed, which I have never smelled. So I am going to spray here. This one smells like a men's bar of, like, soap bar, like a bar soap. Why would I feel like I'm not saying that right? Definitely, this makes me think of a freshly showered man. Yeah, it's really nice. So to me, this one's a little bit more on the sporty side. It's more of like one that you can wear every day, a little bit more casual. It's fresh, it's a little bit spicy, pretty sexy, because this is like a sexy for like every day. So it's not like a special occasion type of sexy or like dressed up or anything like that. It's kind of just like my man's going to the mall with me or something like that, and we just want to smell good, but we're not trying to smell like super fancy or anything like that. Like, I feel like that would be great. Like, this would be great for that. Really, really nice one. I like it a lot. And then the last one is Amber Oud Blue Edition. And this one, the main accords are woody, citrus, warm, spicy, aromatic, fresh, spicy, amber, earthy, patchouli, powdery, and balsamic. The top notes are grapefruit, pink pepper, mint, and lemon. Mid notes are vetiver, ginger, and jasmine. And the base is sandalwood, patchouli, olibanum, and cedar. And this one, Fragrantica compared it to Bleu de Chanel, which I have never smelled either. I haven't tried that one for my husband, or at least I don't think we've smelled that one, but this one's also on the, like, a little bit of a sporty vibe as well. This one smells nice. This one is giving me a little bit more of like a medicinal type of vibe with this one. I think I prefer the Carbon Edition over the Blue Edition. But I definitely would have to smell these on like my man's skin, because that's the best way to judge these types of fragrances. I like to smell them on him, but definitely they smell very sophisticated, very sexy, very high quality. They're going to last. I'm sure that my room is going to smell, like I said earlier, this room is going to smell like this for like 3 days. Every single time that I get an Haramain package and I test them out, I play with them, the smell will stay in here for like almost a week. No lie. So yeah, great quality. I believe they're pretty affordable as well, and you can find them on many different websites. I know that I see them a lot on FragranceNet. So I am going to be putting information in the description box as to where you can find these fragrances, links to them. And I just want to thank you guys so much for being here with me today. And if you have tried any of these fragrances, let us know your thoughts. Comment down below. Join in on the fun. We can start a conversation about our opinions about these. I cannot wait to hear you guys' opinions. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.